Okay, Dan, so I've decided to just record you a video because the Forex is not going to take literally any more than 5 minutes to really explain. This is the easiest business model that you can possibly come across simply because of the systems that I use and the methods that I use that you could already probably see um, on my charts right here. I literally just use AI and indicators. That's all that you do. So Forex is not something that you need to be a smart person in order to do or to learn, right? Or to be successful at. You do not need to know how to read prices. You don't need to know how to study stocks. You don't need to be super analytical, smart person. It takes 5 years, 10 years. It doesn't. You don't need to know anything. Okay, the only thing that you need are indicators. Okay, so I use two indicators. Very quite simply, just use two indicators. Okay, now I can turn these indicators off and then I can just see the naked charts by themselves. The charts are pretty, it looks crazy. It's hard to understand, right? But when you turn these indicators on, it gives you x-ray vision almost to where it's easy for you to be able to see the charts and make your decisions in what you're going to do, whether or not you want to buy or sell. It's very easy. Okay, so what I do, so this was this morning, right? This is 11:15. I actually took this trade here because I got a nice buy signal, right? So what I do is I take signals, right? So my indicators, they give me signals. I don't have to think. I don't have to draw up a bunch of lines. I don't have to sit here and try to understand anything, right? I just allow my signals to give me, or my indicators to give me signals, and I take those entries based off of the signals, and that's it. That's all that I do. So I'll show you very simply, very quite simply, what I do every day with my trading. Okay, so we're here on the gold chart, which is like you can do this for anything. Okay, it doesn't matter whatever it is that you want to trade. Now all I'm doing is from 4 in the morning Eastern time all the way until 10:45 in the morning Eastern time. I'm waiting for a signal. Okay, so my indicator is going to give me a signal, and as soon as I see that signal, I I take the trade, and that's basically it. There's nothing really else to explain. So I just go for gold, right? I just set myself for 50 points, which is, you can see 50 points, which is here, about here. If I can get 50 points, this is about 50 points here. So you can see 500, right? Which is equates to about 50 points, which is not very much. You know, I only risk a 1-to-1, so I'm only risking 50 points to make 50 points. So you can see here, if I zoom in a little bit so you can see, boom. So we can see that a sell trade was called on my indicator, called a sell trade here on this candle here. So as soon as this candle opens here, it calls a sell entry. Boom, I take a sell, and then I just cash out 50 points. So this was at 8 in the morning Eastern. Then there was another buy signal called here, another signal called for a buy, which this one I also took for 50 points, but this one obviously went more than 50 points. This one went about 160 points, which is, which is very nice, but I just went for 50 points. It's very easy. This is all that you have to do. Okay, so I'll come back a little bit and we'll look at a couple of examples just to kind of show you what it is that I'm actually doing with this. Now again, I'm only trading from 4 in the morning Eastern to 10:45 in the morning Eastern. So it's about 6 hours. About 6 hours, right? That you're gonna just, be in the markets, and I'm not just sitting blank eye staring at the charts the entire time. I'm probably watching YouTube on my other screen. I probably have something else going on. I'm working on some different stuff on my other screen, or just something simple like that. But I make it very simple. And so look at this one for example. So this is on Friday, right? At 9:45 in the morning, you get a buy signal. Boom. So market comes up, and you get yourself a buy signal, and you just take the buy immediately. Boom. You take the buy for 50 points, and this one's very easy. Now you can go for more, I think, but 50 points is a very safe. It's a very safe amount for you to take. Obviously you can go for more if you want to, but 50 points is a very safe amount for you to take, and just cash out on that, every single day, because not every single day will the market go a billion pips. It won't travel this much every single day, like 300, 400 points, 500, 600. It's not like that every day. So I just do 50 points, and that's it. So this was on Friday. We could take a look at Thursday, for example. So this is Thursday. You can see the date is down here, September 18th, 2025 at 2:30 in the morning. Now, as we can see here, in between my actual trading times, which is 4 in the morning to 10:45, I get another buy signal, boom, at 4:30. Okay, so 4:30, this candle here pops up, and it gives me a buy signal. Now I can take this one from over here and then just use this one as the example. But this one here, boom, this is an easy 50 pips right here. Now we have another signal at 9:15, which is another one that gets called, and this one drops to the downside. Now this is a sell signal back to the downside, so we can hit another two-piece for the day, which is awesome. So this one here got a strong sell signal, which is a double buy, double sell sometimes, but you get you a sell signal as well. And this one, you get you 50 points. It's very easy. You'll get at least one or two of these per day. Now there are some days when it's just straight consolidation and nothing happens, and it's just kind of slow. But if it's no signal call for the day, then that's fine. It's not a big deal. So we have here the 17th, which is the day before, at 8:45 in the morning. Boom, super simple. Same thing, we're just waiting for the signal. This one's a double, double, double. So we got a double signal here. Boom. And then all we're doing is taking the buys when it calls the buy for here. And then we're able to take this one. Now this one, boom, boom, boom. This signal got called down here. So this one got called down here. I know because with the indicator, when it crosses through the line here, it usually calls a signal when it crosses through the line. Or at least at the start of the candle here, it'll call the signal. So just for 50 points, this one will go very nicely. Boom. And then this strong sell signal here is at 2:30 in the afternoon. So this one's outside of my trading time, so I wouldn't take this sell to the downside. So we would just be fine with this one for the day. Tuesday. Now Tuesday, from 4 in the morning to 10:45. This one sell signal was called at 10:45. Now we have a short signal here. Boom. 50 points. Easy. Easy peasy. Boom. And it's just the same thing every day. There's not much to really understand. There's not much to really explain. It's just more so we're just coming in during a certain time, and then just taking the trades or the signals that are provided for us. by our indicator. And then we have here like like on some days, like for example, September 15th from 4 in the morning, which is here, all the way until 10:45. There was no signal called, but this one you can see the buy signals were called back here. But I still take the signals. You don't have to make it easier on yourself. Like you know, I can still take the trades like here. You know, you see what direction is going and when to buy and stuff like that. But it's like you can still take buys. Like you know what I mean. You can take buys. It's pretty easy. But again, for a person who doesn't know how to trade and who's like a extremely super duper beginner, it's just best if you just wait during the times and then wait for it to get called. If it doesn't get called, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Some people, I can blindly take this and be like, okay, I know what it's gonna do, right? But for people who are new, it's best if you just wait for the signals, and that's it. Let's go to Friday. Now again, not every single day is guaranteed. Okay, so there are some days where you take this one. Okay, so actually no, this one is also so sorry. Sorry, I'm blind. I'm blind. Friday, September 12th, 4 a.m. Sell signal gets called. Boom. Sell signal is called, and yes, we do drop for 50 pips here as well. We drop for 50 pips here. This is very simple, very easy. My eyes I suddenly lost my eyes. Sorry, but yes, this Friday is also good. Um, we have here the day before, which is 8:30 in the morning. We can see the buy signals come in here. Boom, buy signals to the upside. Simple, 50 points. But as you guys can see, like not every day. This is what I mean. Like not every day will the market go 100,000 pips to the bottom side. Like it just is not like that every single day. But what I know is that we can guarantee 50 points per day or 50 points per trade or per signal or per whatever. Because say for example, on this trade, if you were to try to hold this one for like 100, 200, 300 pips and things like that, like the market will reverse on you, boom, and you would get stopped out and you would lose money on this trade. But since we're only going for 50 points, it's easy for us to just make some money, cash out real quick, and it's consistent. It's something that we can do every day. It's consistent, easy money every single day. So that's basically it. I can keep going back for a millennia, a million years, but you kind of get the idea. You get the point. Um, you get the idea. So that's basically all that I do is just take the signals in between certain times that I already mentioned, and then that's it. Trading is easy. It's not supposed to be hard, right? Obviously, thank God that we have, AI and indicators and things like that to help us, so that we don't have to do as much thinking. You can put the stuff into a system or algorithm, and then it'll spit back out the best, you know, case scenarios for us, and we can do this stuff very easily, and make it easy. Now, for Instagram, we need to get like an Instagram here. Now, I have a bunch of different Instagram pages, as you can see. Boom. I have stuff for basketball, for music, for education, for money, just trying out a bunch of different niches, dog training, astrology. We have woodworking, which this is one that I'm about to start doing, the woodworking one. But just to show you, um, ding, 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 the one that I showed you that got a bunch of views in only 30 days, which is this one here. As you can see, this is an education product. It's just primarily focused on early education, K through 5 learning, and things like that. You can see here, this is the Instagram page, and then you have the link in bio. And this is the website link here. Boom. And then you can just see all these are just basically these are TikTok videos. So what I do is, and this is my strategy that I use, I take videos from TikTok and I re-upload them to Instagram. So the videos that are on TikTok that are already doing millions and millions and millions of views, I just take those videos. There is a website called it is called snaptik.com. So if you go on Instagram, or sorry, you go on TikTok and you search up anything, like let's just say for example NBA. Like we just search up NBA basketball, right? So it's gonna bring you to, you can just go to videos, and then it'll just have all these videos with millions and millions and millions of views. You can take one of these videos, and what's cool about TikTok is that it has the link here. So what they can allow you to do is copy the link, and then you can copy the link here, and then you come over to snaptik.com, and then you paste the link, and they'll allow you to download the video completely for free. So you just take the video, right, and then you can download the video to your computer, and you literally just take it and you re-upload it to Instagram. That's all you do. Okay, so you come back here, and once you have the video downloaded, you just basically go to create, post, and then you just re-upload that same video you downloaded from TikTok. Now, what you have to understand is that these videos on TikTok, they already have millions and millions and millions and millions of views, right? So you already know for a fact that if this video already has 40 million views on TikTok, when you take this same video and you repost it and you re-upload it to Instagram, you're at least gonna get like 10,000 views. At least 10,000 views. At least 10,000 views, right? Because it already went viral on a different platform. So it makes it easy, right? Now, these are all TikTok videos. None of these videos are mine. I literally just rip and repost TikTok videos that get 72,000, 60,000, 11,000, 34,000, 38,000, right? 10,000, 13,000, 32,000. All these videos are just reposted TikToks. Now, these videos here, as you can see, what I do is in the comments, in the bio, or sorry, in the captions, all I do is just, I literally spam the same thing, spam post the same thing, which is follow the account, which is this account, and then comment this word to get whatever product or whatever, right? So this is all that you're doing is just marketing and advertising for this thing. But obviously it'll be different for whatever it is that you're marketing for. And all I do is just spam the same thing, spam the same thing, spam the same thing, spam the same thing in every single video. I'm just spamming the same thing over and over and over again, right? It's just copy and pasting, copy and pasting, copy and pasting. That's all I'm doing basically. And then you'll have people who will comment that word. If I can find like here, like people will just start commenting the word, and then all I do is I just tell them to go to the link in the bio, you know, and then click the link and then get started. That's basically all that I do. It's all that you do with this stuff, right? And then I just do that like probably copy and paste like 3 videos from TikTok per day, 3 or 4 videos per day, and then I just repost them to Instagram, and that's basically it. Already viral videos reposted to Instagram. That's all it is with TikTok. Now, you can do this again for anything. You have a basketball product, you know, if you have woodworking, or if you have whatever it is, it's very easy to do that. So yeah. that's pretty much it with these two things, and that's basically it. You know, all this stuff is very simple. AI does most of the work, copy and pasted, easy methods. None of this stuff is very hard or takes a lot of brains in order to do. So yeah, it's all very easy stuff that can make you a lot of money. So tap in, dude. Tap in, man.